Hey everyone, this is Nick from Us versus Herd. We get a lot of questions about Robinhood, and I thought it was appropriate to do a review, just give you an overview of the basic features, what it's about, what you can do with it, what you can't do with it, and kind of compare it to probably Thinkorswim Mobile. I do have a Robinhood account that I don't actively trade on. I have it for just holding stock. I bought over a year ago. So I will give you some real scenarios that you can use the app for, and then certain limitations it has. And one of the things that the app is good at is marketing. And as you can see from the homepage of Robinhood, their main selling feature is free stock trading or no commission stock trading. And just like anything in life, you pretty much get what you pay for. So I'm just going to do an overview. Right here, the app is geared towards millennials. As you can see, it has a nice clean interface, the graphing, the charting. Everything looks nice. They say it only takes 4 minutes to sign up and you get free trades. And I just want to show you what that actually means, if you should be trading with them, and who they're gearing their audience towards. So I will just go through the app, and their advertising says, fast execution, real-time data, smart notifications, and all this is true, but there's a lot of other features that it does lack. And if you're a certain type of trader, it may not be the best fit for you. And if you like to just buy and hold, then it's not that bad. But I just want to take you through the app, so we'll go over to the app right now. And like I said, I don't actively trade on here. I use Thinkorswim primarily. We have been using the Tastyworks platform here, but I mostly trade on Thinkorswim. So as you can see, the app is very clean, very nice, and then very, very light interface. As you can see, the charting here, it is probably a bit too simple. It is kind of nice that it keeps your account value. It does keep a nice clean watch list, and then you can kind of get an overview of what you're doing today. But however, the charting is not great. So just to give you an overview, so the free account, they basically let you put any amount of money that you want in here. You can start with $1, $10, $1,000, or whatever the case may be. Now, for people that are trading small amounts, if you're depositing $50, you obviously can't afford shares of Facebook or Tesla. You're probably going to be trading more penny stocks, and I just kind of want to go over what that means. So the basic features of Robinhood is buying and selling stocks. You can't do anything else besides buying and selling stocks. You can't short them. You can't trade options. You can't trade futures. You can't trade forex. You can't trade certain ETFs. It's basically just buying and selling stocks. So if you go into, let's say for Apple, for instance, if you want to buy Apple, you can go here, click the buy button, and then you can buy. However, to make it easy for you, by default, Robinhood put in a market price right here. You can see that it has the market price, and it will fill at market price, which is not always the best. What you want to do is hit the limit order and put in the exact cost that you want for the stock purchase. And like I said in other videos, brokerages are not your friends. They're not on your side. No matter how much they convince you, like, oh, this is free, trade with us, we're doing this. In the end, they're going to make money. They're going to make money off you, and whether you win or lose in the market. So just be aware of that. So when you do a market price, I wouldn't be surprised that you don't get the best fill, and Robinhood takes a little bit off the top of that. So I mean, if you're doing any orders, you definitely want to do a limit order. But let's go back to, let's say, something that I do own, so you can see some other screens. So like I said before, in Facebook, you can only buy or sell. And this is the daily chart right here. And as you can see, I'm not exactly, I think this is real time. They don't really break down, let's see here. I guess the chart's in 5-minute increments. So you have no option to do a 1-minute increment, 15, 30-minute increment. And I can kind of go over those charts later when we switch over to the Thinkorswim mobile app. So if you look on here, we can go to sell my position, and once again, it's defaulting market price. Now, if I actually don't want to execute an order, I don't know if it'll remember limit. But the other thing that it does not do is it does put a stop. It does allow you to do stop losses. It does allow you to do stop limits. However, it doesn't do trailing stops. So let's say if you were trading, if you want to trade safely, what you could do is put in on other platforms. A trailing stop is if you buy, let's say I buy this for 140 and I want to hold it, but I don't want to lose more than 2% on Facebook. You can put a sell order in for a trailing stop, and then you can put in how much am I willing to lose on the downside before this triggers a stop. So what happens is a trailing stop is as the market moves up, your trailing stop will move with you. So that's kind of nice. It'll protect you and protect your gains. Now, if you're not really that kind of trader, like for me, on these stocks, I own Facebook, AMD, and Tesla. As you can see, I bought these quite a long time ago. Like I said, I just buy and hold. I don't actively trade on Robinhood, mainly because it's not a trading platform. It's just something that you want to get your feet wet, and it's nothing that you want to actively trade on. Because one thing, you're not going to get the best fills. You're not getting the greatest data. As you can see, they do say it's real-time data, but if you look at other platforms, you can tell that the pricing does lag. And then the charting, I mean, if you're an active trader, you want to learn how to read charts, and this chart, basically tells you nothing. It can't tell you if it reaches a peak. It can't tell you if it hits a low. I mean, you can see that it does hit a bottom here and comes back down, but overall, I'll show you some other charts that are not that are a lot better than their charting software in here. So what I would say is, Robinhood is basically, if you want to learn how to just buy and sell shares, you're not going to make a lot of money on Robinhood. If you just want to buy and sell shares and just learn, if you want to just buy one share of something and then sell it and just learn how the market works, then this is the app for you. But if you're looking to say, I want to make $500 in the market this week or $100 in the market this week, I definitely don't think this is for you. Starting out, Robinhood did not allow any margin or anything on that. So whatever money you deposited is the money that you get. Now they've rolled out Robinhood Gold. So right now with the basic package of the app, you don't have access to pre-market. You don't have access to after hours. Now previously, before they rolled out Robinhood Gold, you had no way to trade pre-market or after hours. So you basically get locked in here. So with Robinhood Gold, they do allow pre-market and after hours. However, you do have to pay a monthly fee on it. So the other thing that Robinhood does give you is they do give you get up to 2 times buying power. Now, that's not what they give you. You pay for a monthly allotment times, how much you want to pay per month and how much margin they give you. So we can go through that. The other thing is, yeah, for Robinhood Go, they extended the trading hours, and you get instant access to funds. But you also they did roll out instant deposits with this. The only thing is what Robinhood Gold is actually a margin account. So if you were to go to get started, I haven't activated anything. They will give you 1 month free if you want to try it out. But they do give you $1,000 extra in buying power for $6 a month, and it goes up to $2,000 extra buying power. Now, most brokerages on a margin account, you do need at least $2,000 deposited, and it looks like these guys, looks like Robinhood is willing to give you margin if you're willing to pay the monthly fee. So for $10 a month, you get $2,000 buying power. Now, it's not necessarily a good thing to be trading on margin, because if you lose and you lose big, you got to pay Robinhood back for this money, especially if you're trading penny stocks. Now, thank God they don't let you short anything in the market. This is only buying or selling. There's no shorting in Robinhood. And you ask, why would I need to short something? Why would I want to short the market? And the reason for that is because you can make money on the upside or on the downside. So right now, Robinhood is limited that you have to make sure that the stock is moving in an upward direction. Otherwise, you can't make money. Let's take for an example today's SPY, which is an ETF, is an ETF on the is an S&P ETF. So if you were to say, so it's down, almost, it was actually down a lot more earlier today. If we could take a look here, it was down almost 1%. So if you bought up when it was up here, you'd be losing money all the way down, and you're not guaranteed that it was gonna bounce back. So the better trade today would be to take a short position versus a long position. I mean, if you're looking to actively trade. Now, if you're not looking to actively trade and just buy and hold, then you could just buy this, and then over time it will go up. But I mean, that's not guaranteed either. But your options for making money are very limited. And there's no options. And you ask, why would I want to trade options? And we mainly trade options here. We don't actually ever buy stock, and if we do, it's very rare. Mainly because we trade options because you can define your risk, you can make money faster, and there's a lot of flexibility in trading options in a lot of different ways you can make money. In Robinhood, you can only make money buying and selling stocks. It doesn't matter if you're on Robinhood Gold. Doesn't matter if you have the best package with them. The only way you can make money is buying and selling, and that's not the best way to make money in the market. And they also don't let you trade forex or futures. It's just they just let you do buying and selling. So for Robinhood, I would say, excuse me, I would say it's good if you just want to learn how to buy and sell. You want to learn how to put a limit order in. You want to learn what a stop loss is, what a stop limit is. But I wouldn't use this as your primary vehicle to make money. And you say, well, I could avoid so many commissions. But at the end of the day, if you're serious about making money in the market, paying the commission, you're going to make a lot. You're going to make a lot more money somewhere else. So if you're trying to avoid commissions, so if you want to trade $50 here, let's, and you're trying to, turn that into 100 with no commissions, yeah, you'll get there. But on another platform, you have a lot more flexibility to trade versus here, you only have one vehicle for trading, and that's buying and selling stocks, which isn't always the best way to make money. I will take you over to the Thinkorswim, and this is the paper trading app on Thinkorswim. So the paper trading app for Thinkorswim you could download for free, and you could test it out, open up a paper trading account with them on a TD Ameritrade, and take it for a spin. If you don't want to spend any money, take the paper trading app. They do give you like $200,000 in equity for paper trading. You can learn how to paper trade. But the paper trading app is better than Robinhood's real app. So if I go, let's take a look at SPY, for instance. So as you can see, the charting is way different. This is the 15-minute chart. So as you can see here, this is the start of today. And this is in 15-minute increments. So you can see, the volume. Also on Robinhood, there was no volume. I mean, how much do you know if there's a lot of selling action? Is it low volume, a high volume day? And that's important to know what kind of volume that the market is pushing through right now. As you can see, the market did take quite a big dip, but we can compare the chart. So if we look at this chart, I would say this tells you more of a story than Robinhood's chart, because this one gives you a 15-minute breakdown, or you can change the different breakdowns here. If you're taking a look, you can do a 5-minute, we can do a yearly, you can even, change any options that you want on here. You can customize it any way that you want. Robinhood doesn't let you customize that. And you can also set stock alerts. I don't think Robinhood lets you put stock alerts in here. And what I use stock alerts for is a lot of times I'm not monitoring the market, and I will set alerts for buying or selling. So if a stock reaches a certain price that I'm interested in, I will set alert for when I want to buy it, or I will set alert for when I want to sell it. So I don't have to always monitor everything that's going on, because you don't want to know everything that's going on in the market. If you're a good trader, you can just go off the alerts that you set and stick to your trading plan. In Robinhood, you actually have the app open to know what the price is, unless you use some other alerting app or you use something else to go along with Robinhood. But the basic Robinhood app does not allow you to do that. And so we can switch back. So I'll take a look at this chart here. You can see that this made a good climb down today, and now it's kind of hit a bottom at 233.91 there. There's a low of the day, 233.91. Now, if you go back up to Robinhood and we go back to SPY, where would you say the low is today without knowing? Are they going to say 233.91? No, they're saying the low of today is 234.05. Now, you say that's not much of a difference, but times that by, if you're trading penny stocks, I mean that's a big difference. Let's try to find. Let me actually try to find a penny stock here that is trending today. So, for all you penny stock traders out there, which I definitely think there's a lot easier ways to make money in the market than trading penny stocks. There's a top gainer today. GBSN was. Did they even let you trade that on here? Let's see. GBSN. No, they don't even let you trade that. And that's the other thing. There's a lot of stocks they don't allow you to trade on here. So if you're trading penny stocks, you have a lot more flexibility trading it somewhere else. But let's see here. Is there another stock that I can look up besides GBSN? So I don't even think you can trade. Yeah, you can't trade any of the OTC. So anything with a Q on it, if you're looking to trade that, you can't trade on here either. Let me try to find another one real quick. Try to find some top gainers and then compare it to. We'll compare it to. Okay, let's see if let's just do this one. This one is a CHGS. Oh, I don't let you trade that on here either. Let's see. CYCC. Okay. CYCC. So it's kind of like a penny stock. I don't really know anything about this company. I guess it's a pharmaceutical company. But let's go back to Thinkorswim and type in CYCC and see how they compare. Okay. So this was after hours. This was this morning. So as you can tell, let's take a look at this. This is more of today's view. Okay, because as you can see, it marks the highs and the lows. So far today, this stock is up, 44%. The paper trading. The only thing about the paper trading is a little lag. There's a 20-minute delay on stock quotes, but you can get the idea from the chart. So this is telling us 605 is the high of the day. As you can see, the gray bars down below. That tells you volume, so you can see where the volume was out throughout the day, and then you can tell, like, hey, as volume picks up, the stock's going to start taking off. You can see around the 10 a.m. mark, volume bottomed out, but so did the stock. And then as you can see, volume picked up and it started spiking up more. And let's go to, so the high here was 605. Let's see if we can spot that high. Okay. So it's saying the high of the day here is 585, which is quite a big difference. That's 30%. 30% from where it is now. It's at 59%. So that's looks like the stock's gone up. This is giving you real time, but as you can see, this is not telling you the whole truth. It's saying the high of the day is 585, and as you can see here, Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade is saying the high of the day is 605. So that's where it peaked. So as you can see here, you're not, even if you're trading just penny stocks, you're not going to get the best option. And as I told you before, you can only buy and sell. You can't short. So if you catch the peak and you wanted to short this, you wouldn't be able to. Now, I definitely don't recommend shorting penny stocks anyways, because you're going to bankrupt yourself. But if we go into, let's go to Apple, the easy one. You can see all the options that they provide you in Thinkorswim. You have options here. It tells you the IV rank, implied volatility. I mean, if you don't know what that is as a new trader, don't worry about it. We'll go over that later. But you can see it gives you a lot of information. What was the high? What was the low? Implied volatility. You can actually customize this here with different things that you want. They have everything. It's a bit overwhelming, so that's why I was saying, like, if you're just learning to buy and sell stocks, use Robinhood. But if you're looking to actually make money, take the time and learn another platform. As you can see here, so this, you could trade options right from here. This is what you call an options chain for those that don't know. And then from here, you could even hit single. So right now it's just buying and selling, but you have a ton of options though. If you want to buy a vertical, sell a vertical, you want to sell an iron condor, any of these you could do right from the app. So the desktop platform for Thinkorswim is way better, and that's the other drawback of Robinhood. They only have a phone app. They used to have an iPad app, but I tried to search for it in the App Store and it looks like they took that down. They don't have an iPad app anymore, and they have no desktop app. So if you're sitting at your desk, you can't. You're gonna have to use your phone. And like I said, on the phone, they have very limited features on Robinhood. And as you can see here, you could put in an order for buying let's say I think Apple's going to go up, so I'll buy some calls. You can buy a call right from here, click on there, and it gives you a limit price automatically. As you can see here, right here, you can set your different limits. So let's say you didn't want to pay the 75, you can go down and pay less. Obviously you're not going to get a fill, but unlike Robinhood, this puts in a limit price to start. This does not even put in a market price. So if you go to, let's see if it does that for stocks too. So I don't normally trade stocks. Let's put in a quick trade. Apple. So as you can see, Apple put in a limit trade for you. Now it's changing because the market's changing, but it'll put in a limit order right here. You can adjust. So if you say I don't want to pay 143.48. I want to go down to I want to pay 143. That'll put the order in for you, and as you can see, it'll lock it for you. Unlock means it'll adjust as the market is adjusting. But when you hit order, it puts in a limit order. It doesn't put in a market order. So the bad thing about market orders is if you put a market order in, as soon as you hit trade, it's going to give you. It'll either give you the cheaper price or it'll give you a more expensive price, whatever it's trading at for the market. And let me tell you, when you put a market order in, you are definitely not getting the best price. You are not. Because that price could be anything when it gets filled. So just something to think about. The other thing is, I know that some brokerage firms have issues with this, but on high volume days, Robinhood has some trouble. So on super high volume days, so I mean like when the market falls, or when the market goes up a lot. So if there's a lot of selling, that's a lot of orders, and it can crash the system. And I know that TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, all those places have trouble, but Robinhood wouldn't even at the time. I've had it when I was testing it out. Certain high volume days that Robinhood wouldn't even let you log into your account. So if you had stock that you bought the night before, and tomorrow you wake up and the market's falling and you want to get out of the position, but you can't log in, you can't exit the trade. So what that means is you're going to be losing money until you're able to log in again. And like I said, with the commission free, at the end of the day, nothing is free. I don't really have a lot of money in the buying power. They make money off of your buying power. So if you have money in the account, they make interest off of what you're holding in there. And also, I think they do take a fraction of when you put orders in. They do take a fraction of that. And like I said, they don't necessarily give you the best fills on Robinhood. So just to recap, there's a lot of features that it's missing. It's good for just buying and selling. And if you're trading like a fool, buy JNUG or something like that, I mean, you can do that, but this is not the best way to make money. There's definitely way easier options to make money. The market, goes up and down, and in Robinhood, you can really only capitalize on it's going up, unless you're doing so they have JNUG, which is the bull version, and then they have JDST, and this is for the bear. So if you're trading gold, and this is for the gold miners, not even gold. So this is for the gold miners, this is for the bear. So you would then have to buy this, and then if you wanted to go down, if you wanted to go up, you would then trade, you know, JNUG, which definitely I don't think you should be messing around with this anyways, and definitely not holding it overnight if you are trading it. Excuse me. So, like I said, just to recap, this app is not for anyone that's serious about making money. This is for somebody that just want to get your feet wet in the market. I know that Robinhood is worth over $1 billion now, and they're growing. But as you can see, there's a lot of features missing. They don't give you the best price. They give you margin, but you have to pay a monthly fee, and they don't even give you that much on if you have a margin account with TD Ameritrade or any of those other ones, they usually double your money. So if you deposit $2,000, they'll give you $4,000, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee. And then you could, you know, the more you trade on there, the more you grow your account, you can probably get lower fees. I mean, you will have to trade for a while, but from my experience, the fees are worth losing money on Robinhood. So if you have any questions, comment below, like, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of videos coming out. We've done some videos already. Check out the one on penny stocks in particular, and then we also did a video on brokerage account fees. So like, subscribe, and comment. Talk to you soon.